All right, here we go with how to apply. First, you're going to start with your primer. We've got one eye done, so if you want to look at the camera, you can see one eye is already done. You usually want to do both at the same time, but we wanted to give you guys a nice example of what to look for. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to use a little glitter this year. So we're going to do the same thing to the other eye that we did to her right eye. So go ahead and close your eye. Primer goes on the lid. It should be a nice nude color. You don't really want to see it anywhere. And this is just going to help keep everything in place for the whole day. We've got long days at competition, so we want to make sure everything stays in place with the primer. So next we're going to start up at the top and we're going to work our way down kind of. We're going to start with our white. I'm going to start by highlighting the eyebrow just a little bit under those eyebrows, right under it, just packing the color in there. A little white. Go a little bit towards the middle here. Okay, next we're going to use a lighter brown right here. I'm going to go right below that. Just starting to blend colors. That's all we want. We don't want any harsh lines. So we're just blending the colors. And then using an angle or using a smaller blending brush, we're going to use a medium to light brown. And we're going to start to make the V on her eye. So you can see right here, this is the crease, and this is where it's connecting into the eye line. We're just going up into that crease a little bit here. Just starting to get that nice color going where we want it. Okay. From there, we're going to take our nice peachy gold color here, and we are going to put that all over the eyelid. Close. So all right here. And again, we want to make sure we use that primer so that everything sticks all day long. Making sure the whole eyelid is covered there. Good. Next, we're going to start to darken the crease a little. We're going to use a darker brown here. And we're going to take that same V that we created earlier and very lightly go into it a little bit heavier with this darker color here. Then what you're going to do, you're going to take your bigger shading brush and you're going to mix a little bit of both colors together. And then we're going to just shade that same area, blending it nice and pretty so we don't have any harsh lines again. And to create any shape that you want to drag out the dramatic V here, you're going to use your smaller, pointier one to get it a little bit more shaped the way you want it. And then just keep blending those two browns together so it makes it nice and pretty. We don't want, again, any harsh lines. We want it to look like a nice even color across. Close. Good. Next we're going to do our eyeliner. We're going to use the black and a pointed eyeliner brush. And also I have a little bit of water here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dip the brush into the water and then use my paper towel to get any excess off. And then just dip it right into the eyeshadow. I prefer this method over eyeliner, but you can do it either way. We will use some liquid liner in a minute. When you're doing eyeliner, you want them to just look down. So I tell them to look at their knee, but their eyes should be slightly open. And then you can get your eyeliner brush right against that lash line. You want to do it small at first because you can always add on, but if you do it too big at first, you cannot take it away as easy as you can add to it. So we are going to do a little bit of a wing this year. If you look forward, Amanda. See this wing here? So we're going to add that same wing to the other eye, and you want it to come off the top eyelid towards where the eyebrow goes. So we're going to wing like that. And look at me. Good, close. So we're going to exaggerate it out just a little bit more. Keep your brush wet. It's a little easier to get it precise. And we will go over that with a nice liquid liner in a second too. All right, close. Now we're just going to start building it up a little bit to make it a little thicker. It is competition, so we want to have nice eyeliner that everyone can see, defining our eyes. And look at me. Good, close. All right, so we've got our eyeliner done there. We're going to have her look up, and we're going to do the under eye. So what we're going to do is take our lighter brown that we have and our shading brush, and we're going to look up. And you're going to go from the outer eye and just start to darken. This is how we get our little smoky eye started. So you don't want to drag it all the way in. We're actually going to put a little bit of that gold again on the inside of the eye. And we'll do that in a second. So we're going to actually line with the black again, looking up. So right along the lashes. Just a nice thin black line. Okay, look up. There we go. So not dragging it all the way in. We're going to do that actually with a different liner here in a second. So what we're going to do is take a pencil liner and we're going to line the waterline. So the waterline is actually the part of the eye right here that connects to the eyeball. So we're going to actually pull it away and have her look up while we line the inner part. Every once in a while, let her blink and close her eyes, and then just start again. You may get some water there, some tears. You can definitely use your paper towel at this point, kind of soak some of those up if you need to. Just lining the whole waterline there. Good, like that. Okay, good. And then what we're going to do, we're going to clean off our eyeshadow brush so it's not black anymore. We're going to use that gold color that we used on peachy gold, I guess it is that we used on the eyelid. And we're going to look up and we're going to line that same area inside with the gold. And that's just going to open up the eyes and make it look like our eyes are pretty and open and we're alert and ready to compete today. And then I'm going to take my brown one more time and kind of smudgy this black here, just so it's not as harsh. Okay. Next we're going to do our liquid liner here, and what we're going to do is, see this very, very thin point here, we're going to go over our upper lid only, and we're going to take our line that we just did and make it nice and sharp with this. Look at me. Good. So now she's got her wings. As you can see, they're not too crazy. And then again, any blending that you need to do with the browns, you can use your big brush here. Take any browns that you need and just do a little blend, making sure it's not a harsh, harsh line over there. Good, look at me. Okay, And then we are going to add our glitter. So what you want to do is pour your glitter out onto your paper towel so you're not making a mess anywhere. And we're actually going to use hairspray to get it to stick. So what you do, spray on your finger the hairspray, close your eyes, and just dab it onto the eyelid where you want the hairspray. So you don't need to put it all over the eyelid, only where we want the glitter. And then you're going to take your ring finger and put the glitter on it so it doesn't push too hard on them. And you're going to pat the glitter onto that hairsprayed area. Just pack it on there. Can't get too much glitter, it's very fun. Okay, so now she has glitter, and if you notice, it's fallen a little bit below her eye here. So what we're going to do is our cotton pad and our makeup remover. It's already wet for me right now, so we're just going to wipe under, look up, and get some of that excess stuff off of there. Try not to remove any of the gold that we put on or the brown, but just get some of that extra glitter right off. Good. I think naturally throughout the day a little bit's going to fall, so that's okay. Good. And then from here, we're going to add our mascara. And with our mascara, what you want to do is take it out, take your paper towel, and roll it on there. The reason is all that extra gunk is going to go onto their eyelashes and make it clumpy. So instead, you want a nice cleaner brush. So now it's still got mascara on it. We're going to have her look up and we're going to do her bottom lashes first. Good. And then we're going to have her look straight forward and she's going to close her eyes through the brush. There we go. Good. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take an eyelash curler and I'm going to have her do it. And here's the mirror. And then, hold on. And then what you're going to do is take your paper towel, wait. And you're going to put it over the eyelid so that if those eyelashes touch up there, it touches the paper towel instead of her new makeup. Hold it for a few seconds. And then as it comes up,